to my kitchen. Today we're starting another cooking video, obviously. This one, the first recipe is Greek roasted vegetables and chicken sausage. This was sent in by Stephanie. We're first gonna start by making our own Greek seasoning. I couldn't find any at the two stores I went to, so I looked it up online. We're gonna try to make our own. I don't have basil, I thought I did, but we're gonna substitute some thyme and a little bit of parsley. So let's start this process. All right, so in this bowl, we're going to do this. We're gonna start with 3 tablespoons of oregano. One, 2, 3. Okay, so next it calls for 2 tablespoons of basil. So what I'm going to do is a tablespoon of thyme. And then a tablespoon of parsley flakes. Okay. Next is 1 tablespoon of dill. Oh. Oh, easy open lid. Easy open lid my butt. Alright. So a tablespoon of dill. Oops. Put the sifter back on. 2 tablespoons of onion powder. Okay. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Oh, 2. Okay. Half a tablespoon of salt and a tablespoon of black pepper. Let's do the black pepper first. And the salt. Now the only thing I had to go out and buy was the dill. Everything else I had in my cupboard. I may not have had it open, but I had it in my cupboard. And I have Himalayan pink salt because I like it. And we're just gonna mix that up. So there's our Greek seasoning done. I'm going to store it in a airproof container when we're done here. All right, let's move on to the vegetables. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is dice up some potatoes. The recipe calls for 2 cups of diced potatoes. She uses the mini tricolored. I'm going to go ahead and just use these Yukon Golds that I have. You're going to want these in bite-sized pieces. I'm going to do about 6 of these. Alright, so I've got my potatoes in there. Next up is 1 purple onion. This one is VV large. The cats are fighting in the background if you can hear them. We're gonna go against my normal chopping. Go ahead and chop like this. And then I'm gonna do like this. Next up is 2 bell peppers. She said she used red and orange. So I'm going to go ahead and use the red and the orange out of this pack that I have. I'll go ahead and cut the sides off like that so I don't have to mess with the middle. Oh, this pepper is broken. Okay. Got a lot of seeds on my board from that biggin. It's okay. I'm going to cut them in basically, I don't know, 1-inch-ish pieces. In strips and then in half. These smell nice. It's smelling like pizza in here with the onions and the peppers. Okay. Next up is a 1/2 cup of sliced peperocinis. I got these ones. Just take, I don't know, 3 or 4 decent sized ones. Let's do 5. Oh, those were juicy. Okay. And then the last thing we're going to add is our chicken sausages. These are the ones I got. She suggests Aldi, Kirkwood, and Never Any chicken sausages. And she used the spinach and feta. They didn't have those. This is chicken apple. Alright, so we're just going to cut this into about 1-inch pieces. Get off me. My bowl I don't think is big enough. Okay. Alright, now the procedure says a tablespoon of olive oil and some Greek seasoning. I think I'm actually going to pour this out on my sheet and then do the olive oil. So I just have a sheet pan with parchment on it. Just going to mix everything. It should be super simple. Alright, and I'm going to spread it out into as even a layer as I can. Pour a little olive oil over it. I'm probably using about 2 tablespoons. And then sprinkle on some of this Greek seasoning we made. So that was a tablespoon, we're going to do 2. Okay. No! No, stay on the paper! Mix this up a bit. Try to get everything coated as best we can. Alright. I think that's as good as we're going to get. Okay, we're gonna put this in a 350-degree oven for 30 to 45 minutes. All right, I let this go for 40 minutes. See, it's still super hot, but it looks really, really good. So I'm gonna wait for it to cool down and then I'll try it. Okay guys, let's give this a try. I've got makeup on my face. Let's grab a piece of potato, sausage, get a pepper on there, piece of onion, a pepperoni. Got a full bite. It's really good. I could see how the basil would be different and add a better flavor. I can also see where the spinach and feta chicken sausages would be better. If you didn't have that, you could sprinkle some feta in here. I think that would be really nice. Feta warm is like a really nice flavor for me. As far as the seasoning goes, I would down that pepper a little bit. My mouth is on fire. But everything individually is really good. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a super simple weeknight meal. It took me... Oh, it's that pepperoni that's getting me. Ooh. Miss Thing thinks she can climb in the closet. Isn't that right, Athena? Get out of the closet. Anyway. I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. Those pepperoncinis are a lot spicier than I thought they would be. So maybe next time I get the ones that already have the seeds out of them, because I did include the seeds. Yeah, I don't remember what I was trying to say. Anyway, it's good. So, yay. I will see you guys in the next recipe. Good morning, guys. So, I'm back in the kitchen. Today we're going to be making authentic chicken Paprikash. It's Hungarian. See if I can get it to focus. There's what the recipe's called. Agnes sent this in to me. So it says it takes 50 minutes. I've got about an hour. So let's hope. I've already got 2 tablespoons of butter going in a pan. It calls for pork lard. I don't have that. And then we're going to brown the chicken in it. I'm going to dice up some onions and some Roma tomatoes and some bell pepper. And yeah, let's just get into it. Stop talking, Candy. Just do it. Alright, we're going to start with 2 yellow onions. Okay, I can hear the butter going over here. So, turn this pan down a little bit. First thing we're going to do is brown the chicken. So it calls for 3 pounds of chicken, bone in, skin on, whatever pieces you want. I happen to like thighs and I have them. Had them in the freezer. So we're just going to brown these on both sides. So I'm going to go back to cutting. And this one is not wanting to come off. What the heck? I'm going to turn the chicken. Next, we're going to take 2 Roma tomatoes and we're going to remove the seeds and very finely dice. Okay. The next ingredient is a Hungarian bell pepper. I couldn't find one anywhere, so I'm just going to use a yellow bell pepper that I had in my fridge. I'm going to pull the chicken. You can see it's browned on both sides. And we'll pull it and put it on a plate. It's not cooked through. We're going to continue cooking it later. Alright. Now in this pan, we're going to start the onions. We're going to cook these until they're nice and brown. Oh, it smells good already. Alright, the onions are getting nice and brown. I'm going to add some chopped garlic. The tomato and the bell pepper. This is going to go for 2 to 3 minutes. I gather my spices. Alright, we're going to season this now with some black pepper and some salt. And then it calls for Hungarian paprika. I don't have that, could not find it. So I have some smoked paprika. We're going to do, it says 3 to 4 tablespoons. Okay, this is all like stuck in here. Come on now. Oh God. Oh goodness. Goodness gracious. Let's get this all mixed in there. It smells divine. Alright. We're going to get the chicken back in here. Whew. Go ahead and put it down. This skin side down. What I meant to say. Okay. Put in the juices that were left on the plate. Alright, and this calls for 2 cups of chicken broth. I have low sodium chicken broth. What does the recipe say? Okay, it says the chicken should be mostly covered. I'm wondering if I should nestle these down a little more. Okay, I'm going to let this come to a boil and then cover it and let it go for 40 minutes. Okay, for the next part of this is like the cream mix, I guess. It's 3/4 cup of full fat sour cream. seems about right. And then a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. Just gonna pour that in, let it settle, bring it up to a cup. Okay. And then to that, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of flour. And sugar. Do I have flour? Crap. Yes, I do. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. I'm actually gonna put that in a bigger bowl. Probably should have done that from the beginning, but I'm gonna mix these 3 ingredients together as well as I can. Okay, let's move over to the stove. So here's what we've got. We're gonna take the chicken out. Looks delicious. Oh, I did turn the chicken over halfway through. Forgot to tell you that. The recipe didn't call for that, but I checked on it and I thought it needed to be turned. Oops. Forgot to turn my timer off. Alright. So then what we're going to do is take this cream mixture and mix this in. I did not get that mixed up very well. I was afraid of that. So we're gonna mix this in, get it all incorporated. There we go. Okay, we're gonna let this go for a couple minutes to let the sauce thicken. You can see it's already getting thicker. This has thickened up nicely. We're gonna pop the chicken back in, make sure it's warmed through, and then it's done. So I'm gonna actually turn this off, and I gotta go to work. So I'm going to plate this up and probably try it for you guys at work because I gotta get there. I'm running a little bit behind. These lovely juices. It looks so good though. Okay, I'm gonna plate this up and we'll try it at work. I changed my mind. I gotta try it. It smells so good. I'm just gonna try the sauce. And now I gotta change my shirt. Ooh. The depth of flavor in there is so good. It's not spicy, but it's just so like There's so much going on. It's so good, you guys. You really, really gotta try this. It took about an hour. And it's not that difficult. Like, most of it was just letting it simmer, so I'm happy. Alright, now I gotta go to work. Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. It's time for our third and final recipe for this video. This is beefy tomato macaroni soup. We're gonna make a few changes, but not many. I've already got a pot on starting to warm up so that I can brown my hamburger. That's my first task. And we're gonna cut up some onions. Okay, we only need a half a cup of chopped onion. Really phone. So I'm just gonna use this small one. The rest is kind of just like pour in kind of stuff. So there's not a lot to this. The recipe does say it can be ready in 30 minutes, which is awesome for like a weeknight meal. I am making this after work. It is a Friday, but why am I having such a problem with onions lately? Getting their skins off. Goodness. Well, I guess they all came out of the same bag, so maybe these are really skin tight onions. As always, I leave the bottom root end on, chop down and chop across. Easiest way I've found to get a really nice dice on onions. I did forget to put my wet paper towel under my chopping board this time though. Okay, so we're going to go over here, since you're going to spend most of your time looking into the pot. There we go. Whoa! Okay. I had a friend come over the other day that had watched some of my videos but never been to my house, and he's like, wow, your kitchen is a lot smaller than it looks in videos. I was like, thanks. I'm gonna season with Johnny's. A lot of people ask me about this tool here. I got this from Pampered Chef like many moons ago, but it's one of my favorite tools for breaking up hamburger and sausage and stuff like that. It is kind of hard to clean though. I'll be honest about that. Alright, this is going. I'm going to add my onion in. Why did I do that over the handle? That was really stupid. And then I'm going to go grab some garlic. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, crap. Guess I won't be making out with anyone later. Alright, so we're just going to let this go until the beef is no longer pink. I'm going to go ahead and grab the other ingredients. This smells divine already, let me tell you. Try to set you guys back a little more so maybe you're not getting... This is mostly done. Not fully, but enough. So it calls for 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Just gonna sprinkle some in there. I assume that is to counteract some of the tomato in this. 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire, whatever you call it. I'm going off recipe a little bit. This is what I'm doing. So, this is a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. And then I've got 2 14.5-ounce cans of petite diced tomatoes in the juice. I couldn't find exactly what was called for in the recipe. Down below you'll see the original recipe. I'm going to give this a stir. I don't know if this is all going to fit in here. I still have to get 6 cups of beef broth in here. So I'm going to start with 4 cups, which is one of these containers. Yeah, this isn't gonna work for me. This is the only pot I have. Alright, let's stir all this together. I'm gonna bring this up to a boil, and then I'm gonna add a box of small shells. The original recipe called for elbow, but the person that sent it to me said that they prefer the shells in there. So I'm going to bring this up to a boil, put the shells in, let them cook for their 8 to 9 minutes, and see if I need to or can add more beef broth to it. Alright, here's what we've got so far. I'm going to let it cool before I try it and check it for seasoning, but I don't think I'm going to add any more beef broth. The recipe called for cooking the pasta first, and maybe I should have done that. But I think this looks really good. It's nice and thick and hearty. So I'm going to let it cool, and then we'll see what we need to do. Alright, so after letting it sit for about 10 minutes, a lot of the broth got soaked up. And yeah, I think I might add some more, just to make it go a little further, but I am going to try it at this point. Oh, so dark. It's nice. It's a really nice, almost like a goulash. Yes, that reminds me a lot of goulash, if you've ever had goulash. So I'm gonna heat this back up, add some more broth to it. I'm gonna serve it with some crusty French bread, and my friend's coming over for dinner, and yeah. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to send me your own recipe. Check out the email down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!